Hey you guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another video today. So today I'm going to be reviewing some products from Born Pretty. So this is an all-in-one quick building nail tip and glue set. And this is called All Shine On Me Nail Tips and Glue Set. So it does come with a lamp, as you could see on the outside of the box. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And you guys, if you're new here, I will encourage you to go ahead, hit that sub button for me, and remember to hit that like button, you guys. So first of all, once you open it up, you see the instructions for the lamp. And it also comes with this little file in here. I believe this is a 180-100 grit file. And also these tip guides. So these are perfect for achieving French nail tips or just for nail art design, period. I think if you work with these, you can achieve different nail designs, whatever you desire. And so they did include 2 packets of those. There's also some chrome powder in here with the little eyeshadow applicator. And here's the lamp. So this type of lamp is perfect for that Femi Beauty method. You can just stick your finger in there and cure your tips on. All right, and here is the nail glue that they sent. It is a 6-in-1. I'm struggling to get it out of there. But it's a 6-in-1 nail glue, and I just pulled up this picture from their website, and it just shows you the different things that you can do with this glue, which I think is awesome. I will show you guys the consistency of that as well. Another thing that I loved about this is that it came with it came with 5 different shapes of nail tips. So right there, you can see them all. And I'll give you guys a little close up too of how they look. And there's 2 packages for each shape, which I thought was amazing. So let me give you guys a close up of how they really look in real life. So I love the variety given in this kit. All right. And like I said, there are 2 packages for each tip shape. All right, so let's move on. So this is all the product that came with it. I just wanted to display them for you guys really fast before we move on to this design. All right, so I am going to just, do a quick prep of my nails. I'm not going to go too in depth of the prep process because I do have a video on my channel for that, you guys. You can check that out after this video if you want. I'll leave it down in the description below. So I am just, lightly filing my nails. I'm filing away at the cuticle area where there tends to be, a lot of that dead skin that grows, and that will just help with, not lifting. I don't care about these nails lifting though, because I'm just doing this for the video purpose, but I'm just kind of giving you guys a little bit of tips on prepping. And then I'm going to wipe off all that dust with alcohol. And then when I wiped off with alcohol, I could see there was still some skin, dead skin on there. And so I just went back in with the file and got that off. All right, so cleaning my surface, very important. So first, let's look at this lamp. And like I said, this is one of those lamps that's easy to use and stick your finger in. It is a C port, and that just means this part here I'm showing you guys can be plugged into the lamp either way. And then on the other end is a USB plug. One thing I did not like about this lamp though is the cord length. As you see, I'm pulling it across the screen, and that's how long it is. So that's not very practical. I was lucky that I do have another cord that came with my Beatles lamp. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that same cord for this lamp instead. So that was a little bit of a bummer that that cord wasn't that long, but that's okay. All right, so these are the tips I chose for this nail set. These are, what are they? Are these the ballerina ones? I believe these are the ballerina ones. Correct me down below if I'm wrong. But these were they just popped out at me. I love the length. I love the shape. And I didn't have to do any shaping. So let's do the 6-in-1 nail glue. So I'm going to add this nail glue to the bed of my nails, but I am going to use Vaseline on my nails because I want to be able to pop these nails right off. I find that using Vaseline just works for me personally because it's not really messy. I can just rub it into the specific area that I want it. And yeah, so that's what I used to make my nails like peel off, base proof, whatever. I don't know. And then I just rub the rest into my hands if there's extra. All right, so this nail lamp does not automatically turn off, so you will have to unplug it. That was another thing I didn't like about that. All right, but let's move on. So I like to hold the tip up to my nail bed just to make sure I'm getting them on there straight and that they're the right size. So the consistency of this glue is really thick, which I appreciated it, because you don't want it to be running everywhere when you're trying to adhere those tips to your nail. So I'm going to show you guys how I applied this first one. So first I just, painted it on like regular polish on my nail first, just to make sure it covered up that nail bed completely. And then I'm going to go in with like dabbing motions towards the middle. So a lot of it can come off of that brush, but it's towards the middle. So it's not going to go over the sides too much when I adhere that tip. So I'm going to turn my lamp on first because it's not automatic. And then I'm going to go from the cuticle towards the front of the nail and just push it down. Now this one, I did not apply enough glue. I noticed that before curing it. And so I just went in there, added like a dollop of the glue. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that pushing motion from the cuticle all the way to the top again. And then I'm going to pop it underneath that lamp. So if the glue is not looking completely flushed before you put it under there, you want to make sure you add more glue because you don't want to get air bubbles. And there was some spillage at the top. I did try to remove that, but it's not a big deal that I couldn't get it off. You just want to separate your skin as much as you can from that product because that can build allergies over time. So just beware of that, you guys. All right, so for this next finger, I'm going to go ahead with my dollop motion and just put one little dot in the middle of it. And as I spread it on there with the tip, it's gonna cover up the whole nail. And as you see, there's no air bubbles. So I definitely liked this technique better than what I did on the thumb. And that's the technique I went with the rest of my fingers. And always hold up the tip to the finger that you're going to put it on before you go in with the glue because you want to try to get it as straight as possible. I like to try to have the fresh image in my head before I go adhere those tips. But as you see, that didn't work too much for me on my ring finger. That one is a little crooked. So since these are easy to pop off, I just popped them off and then I straightened it out before I moved on because that would have just driven me crazy. There's nothing worse than one crooked nail, right? So I got that all fixed and we are ready for the next step. So I'm going to take the little file that came in the kit and I'm just going to take off that little extra piece of plastic that's at the end of these tips. Not much filing at all, like I told you guys, but I'm going to take some acetone and an alcohol wipe. Now this is my method I like to use instead of filing the tip down. Because some people file the tip so the polish and stuff can adhere better. But this method I find helps to rough up that surface, but it doesn't leave an uneven type of surface. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I like doing this and it works just fine for me. So as you can see from the side, these look gorgeous already. So I'm going to use my Born Pretty glitter gel polish. My first thoughts with doing this set is I want to use all Born Pretty products. So that's what I'm going to try to do through this whole video, you guys. Look at this polish. Isn't it just gorge? It's like a champagne gold type color. I absolutely love it. So as you can notice though, when I'm putting on the polish, there are definitely gaps. Now, right here, I'm doing a dabbing motion. You want to do that with glitter polish. That is a good way to get the polish off the brush and onto the nail. So just a little tip. If you've never heard that before, use a dabbing motion and you will notice a big difference of how much of that glitter you can actually get onto the nail. So really quick, as I'm doing this, you guys, if you're new here, please hit that sub button if you're enjoying my content so far. All right, so I'm going to cure this. And I cured that for about 60 seconds. Okay, so there is that color. Gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to get the rest of these nails painted with this gold glitter polish. And I'm also going to take this time to thank all my loyal subscribers who have been here for me, who continue to come through during my premieres, who come and watch my videos and leave comments, you guys. I really appreciate that. That keeps me going. And I'm just so glad to have you guys here. Okay, so look at that. That is super gorgeous as is, but I'm going to use another Born Pretty product, and this is their reflective glitter top coat. So what I love about this, first of all, it's going to fill in any spots on this polish that I feel like might be gapped. And then it's just so reflective and glittery. Look at that, you guys. Beautiful. It just takes it up another notch. So honestly, this set is gorgeous as is. Like, you could just wear this, period. Wear it out, wear it every day, wear wherever you want. It's a beautiful set as it is, but I wanted to add more to it. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's go back to the package they sent me, and I'm gonna get out these French tip guides. Yes, we are gonna add a French to this design. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use these. So I'm just taking some tweezers, and that will help me get it off of this paper. And what I noticed is that these stick really well. Okay, so you want to make sure you get them on there straight. You want to make sure you get them the length that you want this French to be. And then you're just going to just put them on there. They're like little stickers. Okay, so I know I said I was going to be using all Born Pretty products, but I have to break that right now because I love my Nail Addict, which is now Nail Reserve black polish. And I wanted to use black polish for this design. And this black polish is just so pigmented and rich. So I did not use all just Born Pretty products. But another thing too, I don't have any black Born Pretty polish. So let me know down in the comments if you guys own any black Born Pretty polish and if you like it. Me personally, I only have like 2 different companies that I love their black polish, and that is Nail Reserve and Madam Glam. So let me know down in the comments if you've ever seen Born Pretty black polish, or if you own some and if you like it. All right, so there is that first French tip. It came out super adorable, and I feel like the black was the perfect pick for it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and adhere these French tips to the rest of the nails. And as you see, I am lining my hand up in a way that I can make sure that all these tips are gonna be even to each other. Kind of, you know, holding it and looking at it from different angles, because you don't want cricket French tips. It just kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? So this is my first time I've ever used these French tips. I've had some in my nail supplies for the longest, but what I do like to do is challenge myself on making the lines and all this. But I found these guides super helpful, and I will be using them again now. Now that I've finally used some, I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. Instead of torturing myself trying to get the perfect French lines freestyle, which I'll still practice. You know, it's always good to practice and know how to do stuff. But these just made it super, super easy to achieve that look. And they're super cheap. If you ever go buy some, they're super cheap. I'm just glad they came in this kit for free. And then what you see me doing now is I'm just taking a little acetone and just kind of wiping, you know, the parts that I feel were not as spot on as I wanted them to be. So I'm going to throw some Born Pretty top coat on here. And I feel like this design too could also be worn just as is. But you know me, sometimes I have to do a little bit extra on top. So I am going to be adding more to this design. But I did really think that this one was kind of sexy looking and kind of sophisticated. So let me go ahead and cure that. So there's that second design, you guys. Okay, nice, right? Yes, a little more on the simple side. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add some foil. So let me get out my big bag of foil, you guys. You will have to excuse the disorganization of my foil. I still haven't committed to organizing them again. So I went ahead with these flowers because I just thought they were the perfect flowers to add to this design. So little tips about applying foil. You want to make sure you cut out the exact design you want. Make sure there's nothing on the edges that might still be on that design, because it's going to come off on your nail and it won't look good. So be very specific and cut out just exactly what you want to stick to that nail. And I hold it up to the nail to kind of see what way I want it to be on there and all that good stuff. So I'm going to be using my McCart nail foil glue. So once again, not another Born Pretty product, but hey, I don't have any Born Pretty nail glue. I don't even think they sell it. So let's go ahead and put that on, and then I'm going to cure it in my lamp for 30 seconds. Now I'm curing it for 30 seconds because I have a high voltage lamp. When you're doing foil, you'll find that you got to sometimes play around with the timing of how long you cure it depending on the wattage of your lamp. And I am by no means a professional at applying foil, because you'll see it will not come off as a perfect transfer, but that's okay, because you know what, I think with the glitter underneath it, it's more forgiving if you don't do a perfect transfer. That's why I love working with glitter too. So as you see, it's not that perfect, but I did put it back down, and I'm trying to just press out as much as I can onto that nail. And the second peel off did come off a little bit better. So there you go. Gorgeous, right? I feel like I picked the right accessory to go along with these black tips. So I'm just going to go ahead, once again, hold up the design to the nails that I want them to be on before I go and commit to putting them on. So then lastly, you guys, I'm going to go once again with this reflective Born Pretty top coat, because I just feel like this would just top it all off, make them pop super extra. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And then you guys can see the final reveal. And also let me know down in the comments which version of these nails you like the most. Did you like them with just the glitter, and the black tips? Or with the flowers, or the flowers with the glitter top coat? So there's the final look, you guys. I think these came out so amazing. Let me know what you think down in the comments, which version of them you like the most. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.